On tonight's news, Armadale residents fed up with crime and demanded a 24-hour police presence.
Our exclusive interview as Malaysia allowed its overseas citizens to vote in Australia.
Population boom in Cockburn as the population topped 100,000.
And mixing gender with technology, how to spell the word Wi-Fi.
This is the evening news with Ivan Leung and Danielle Staniskov.
Good evening. Hundreds of Armadale residents protested outside the police station, demanding the station to be opened 24/7. A local parliament member has also attended the rally.
Fed-up residents of Armadale took to the streets on Saturday, demanding the police station to be available for public access 24/7.
What we are attacking is the policy and the lack of investment in policing in the Armadale region. I mean, it's just absurd. If we have the highest or near the highest crime rate in the metropolitan area, but we don't have a 24/7.
More than 50 locals in the area turned up to the rally after it was organised on Facebook. Demonstrators challenged the Police Minister Lisa Harvey and WA Police Commissioner Carlo Callahan to increase police presence in the area.
This government needs to start supporting the police officers and start supporting the community that support the police officers.
The member for Armadale, Tony Booty, and residents threatened to protest at Parliament House if the situation didn't improve. Blake Curtis, WAMN News.
WA Minister for Workforce Terry Redman has visited the Polytechnic West Campus in Midland on Wednesday for the Global Skill Challenge. The Minister was positive about the event and believed that young Aussies will do very well in this competition. WA Workforce Development Minister Terry Redman has paid visit to Polytechnic West before Thursday's Global Skill Challenge in Perth. Mr Redman has toured different parts of the building, from hairdressing, electronics, bricklaying, beauty therapy and many more. During his visit, he revealed to WAMN News that he believed the next generation of Australians are talented individuals.
We have a number of chief experts, which means that they are at the top of their game in terms of looking over the training here and supporting the skill development in the students that will be competing.
The Australian team, dubbed the Skilleroos, comprising of 3 Western Australians, will be competing against countries worldwide in the World Skilled International Competition. This will be held in Germany this July.
So I know that whilst we're going to put up a good fight, we can expect that there's 60 other countries that will be competing. We'll also have a lot of talent there as well.
Cassandra Dawes, WAMN News.
You might have realised there was a small crowd gathered on Adelaide Terrace outside the Malaysian Embassy last Sunday. What they were waiting for was their chance to cast their vote ahead of the national election for the first time in Australia. Sunny Yap was the volunteer responsible. WAMN News interviewed him exclusively. Sunny Yap, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Given last year on the Birthday 3.0, the event, which is against the government, do you think the government respond to letting overseas citizens to vote is basically allowing more democracy?
Well, it's actually this postal vote allowing for the overseas voters the right to vote. It comes as a first time in Malaysia, and I would say it's a direct result of the pressure from the people.
But then, given it's such a long fight and still the votes aren't too much, do you believe that it's going to have an influence with who is going to be a leader or who will be representing your area?
Well, let's be clear about it. We always know that the overseas numbers are not going to be deciding factor. What we fought for is actually a right to be allowed to vote. That's all. Whether it's 10 or 100, I don't think it matters very much. It's actually the right of the citizens.
Do you believe that the opposition is going to win?
I think the general atmosphere is that everybody is actually quite excited about it, that it's going to be quite close. There's a chance that they might actually get through this time.
Do you believe the opposition can do a good job in the government if they actually come into power?
I think the present regime, who has been in power for the last 55 years, has done so badly that anyone who comes in could do better. But I'm not saying that it's going to be very well accepted by the people. give them the 5 years. If not, they get voted out.
Finally, are you positive that Malaysia is moving forward when it comes to democracy? And even if the opposition is not going to come into power, do you believe that it will give enough pressure to the government to lift this game?
I believe that the present opposition has got a lot of support among the people, but the present regime has got it gerrymandered so badly that they probably still get through. So regardless of this issue, who gets in or who doesn't get in, I think the people are a lot more alert now and a bit more educated about politics, voters' education and stuff like that, in the last couple of years. So I think it's a good thing. People has gone quite a long way, but more needs to be done.
The city of Cockburn population has risen above 100,000 residents according to the data released this week from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. The city's gross regional production has also doubled since 2002.
The city of Cockburn's population jumped over 100,000 people, based on the 4.1% prediction growth according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Cockburn City Mayor Leung Danielle expressed his joy.
It is a milestone which I'm very excited about, as are our elected members and no doubt the community.
It's predicted that Cockburn's population will reach 130,000 by 2031, and major construction projects are on the way, with a new library, a new GP super clinic and a surf life-saving club.
In terms of community infrastructure, we've got a very comprehensive program.
West Australia's population is set to hit 2.5 million people, with a 3.4% increase by the end of September this year. Queenie Lee, WAMN News.
To Hong Kong news now. Chief Executive CY Leung's approval rating has dropped again. According to the polls, the younger Hong Kong citizens strongly dislike Mr. Leung.
A recent survey conducted by the Public Opinion Program of the University of Hong Kong found out that the local chief executive Leung Chun-ying, CY's administration efforts only worth a bare pass. The survey completed last week revealed the latest approval rate of CY was just 49.9 marks, a slight drop of 0.6 marks compared to the last survey. Among over 1,000 respondents, 35% of them casted a supporting vote and 49% casted an opposing vote. As CY has been remaining low profile for some weeks, the approval rate hasn't fluctuated a lot. The research also revealed that the 18 to 29 year group was the most discontent with CY's administration. Charlie Ju, WAMN News.
CLP Power has admitted it's inevitable that power prices will rise again in the next few years. The Vice Chairwoman made the comment after the utility company has won a court case against the government.
Hong Kong electricity company CLP Power said the tariffs will face an unavoidable increase over the next few years due to the rising cost of fuel. CLP is projected to save billions after it has won a court case against the Hong Kong government on the issue of power plant rate and rent assessment. The power company said it will look into alleviate tariffs by benefiting customers with a rebate scheme using the money it has won in the court case. Although CLP Power has earned more than 8 billion Hong Kong dollars last year, the electricity tariff charges has increased by 5.9% this year. Michael Lai, WAMN News.
And finally tonight, how not to spell the internet term Wi-Fi. This picture has spread like wildfire in China's blogs on the internet. The sentence on the red banner reads, "This village is covered by Wi-Fi internet signal," but instead of WIFI, it was spelled as WIFE. It might be that most men in the village are happily married and covered by their partners unless their wives are quarrelsome.
Is your other half quarrelsome?
A gentleman never tells, Danny. That's how the world looks tonight, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Don't forget to tune in for our Cantonese news on Sunday. Thank you for your company and good night.
Good night.